Hello, everyone, and welcome into the Butt Fumble Sports Daily Show for this Wednesday. Hope you're having a wonderful day, a wonderful work week as we inch ever closer to the start of NFL Week 14. We have a loaded show: college basketball, NBA, NHL, and of course, we will talk fantasy football and everything that you need for NFL Week 14. Welcome into Butt Fumble Sports, everybody. We are a sports content company created by a sports fan for you sports fans at home. We are so grateful for your support every single day. We are live every single day, 5 p.m. Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. on the weekends. Hope you guys are with us every single day. If you love the content, if you love the conversation, make sure that you guys hit that follow button and become a member of this great community. We are live every day of 2023, so follow, like, subscribe. Every time we hit 2,000 likes tonight, we're going to give out a pick. Every time we hit one of our live goals, we're going to give out a pick. So make sure you guys are tapping the screen. Make sure you guys are engaging with us every way possible because we have a lot of picks to give out throughout the show. As I mentioned, we're going to be giving out some fantasy football advice throughout the show. So make sure you put your questions, your comments in the chat, whether you're on TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, or Kick. Butt Fumble Sports is here to help all you sports fans out with everything that you guys need. Let's jump right into it. Gilly Beans, I'm going to go Lockett over Ridley. I don't trust the quarterback situation there in Jacksonville, so I'm going Lockett over Ridley. Joe, Zeke, Chuba Hubbard, or Swift, who are the two safest starts? The two safest starts for me right now are probably Chuba Hubbard and Swift. I don't actually think Zeke is as safe as we think he is. K, Taysom Hill, or Cole Kmet, I need to win. K, I'm going to lean maybe just slightly towards Taysom Hill, just barely. Diego Garcia, Moss or Gibbs? Good question, Diego. I'll go Moss, though I do like Gibbs a little bit more by the day. Your trash kid, pick two. Your trash kid, I'd go Eckler and Achan. Eckler and Achan. Thanks so much for the question. Nolan Holloway, Lamar Jackson, or Brock Purdy? Nolan, I'd go Brock Purdy. Really great matchup against the Seahawks this upcoming week. Expecting a big one from Brock Purdy. Dylan, Zeke, or Derrick Henry? Obviously, we don't know the status of Derrick Henry as he's a Monday night play, but for the moment, Dylan, I'd go Derrick Henry. Damian, Mahomes, or Tua? Ooh, good question. I'm going to lean just slightly, I think, towards Tua, just barely, Damian. Very, very close. I think both get you 2 passing touchdowns. Toby, should I add Gerald Everett or Conklin if Taysom Hill can't go? I'd go Gerald Everett. Toby, I'd go Gerald Everett. Owen, Madison, or Najee? Tricky one, Owen. I'm going to lean towards Madison, believe it or not. Mendez, which 2 wide receivers should I start? Keenan Allen, Cooper, Garrett Wilson, Zay Flowers, Cooper Kupp. Mendez, if he's healthy enough, well, let's put it this way. I'd go Keenan Allen, and I'd go Amari Cooper if he's healthy enough to go. If he's not, I'm going to lean towards Zay Flowers, Mendez. Your trash kid, I'm not going to worry about the past. I'm going to worry about the present. Jordan Green, pick 2. Moss, Monty, or Achan? Jordan, I'm going to lean just slightly, I think, towards Montgomery and Achan, believe it or not. Luis Garcia, Elijah Moore, or Noah Brown? Luis Garcia, I lean towards Elijah Moore. Man, that's close. Luis Garcia, I lean towards Elijah Moore. I think I stand by that. Lex, Noah Brown, Deontay Johnson, or T. Higgins? Lex, I'd go Deontay Johnson. Lex, I'd go with Deontay Johnson. Spider-Man, I'd go Brock Purdy over Mahomes. Brock Purdy over Patrick Mahomes. Blake, Jared Goff, or Jordan Love? I'm going to lean just slightly on this one towards Jared Goff, but keep your eye on the weather. There is a lot of weather across the NFL this week, and it has me concerned. That said, right now the skies are clear for Chicago. Might be a windy day, but I do like Goff in that game. Nuve DK, Mahomes, Dobbs, or Love? Nuve DK, I'm going to go Patrick Mahomes. Nuve DK, I'm going to go with Patrick Mahomes. Thanks so much for the question. Shonk 13, JJ or Pittman? Tricky one. I'm going to go Pittman just barely. Yeah, I'm going to go Pittman just barely. The only issue is, might be, again, some rain in that one. Could impact things, but I like Michael Pittman's matchup a whole lot more. Ben, pick one. Ben, I'm going to lean, I think, slightly towards Singletary. Ben, I'd go Devin Singletary. I think his matchup's the best. K, starter sit, DJ Moore, Najee, Javonte Williams, or Cole Kmet. DJ Moore is a must start for me, K. I get DJ Moore in my lineup. Cam Hatch, I'd go Jared Goff. Cam Hatch, I'd go Jared Goff. If you guys are loving the content and loving the show, make sure that you're hitting that follow button. And, of course, tap that screen. 2,000 likes, we give out a pick. Wes, thanks so much for the cap. Appreciate that. We give out a pick every 2,000 likes. We just did that. So, guys, thank you guys so much for supporting the show. It's time to give out our first pick of the day, everybody. Our first pick of the day. So make sure you guys are following along at home. Here is going to be our first pick of the day for this Wednesday show. We're starting in the NBA for tonight's action, and the first one's going to be 76ers on the money line. Very safe play. I'm not taking it on the spread, but 76ers on the money line is going to be the first pick that I give out. Again, if you want every bet I make every day, just DM me on Instagram. User 1496, Deontay Johnson. Thanks so much, Majomes. Majomes gave us the Mr. Orange, so we're going to give out another pick in a second. User 1496, Deontay Johnson or Romeo Dobbs. Really close. I'll lean towards Romeo Dobbs, but I feel like it's a bit of a coin flip. Corey, Gibbs, or Watson. I'd go Gibbs. Corey, I'd go Gibbs because of Watson's health. Jordan Green, Moss or Ayuk. Jordan Green, I'd go Ayuk. I'd go Ayuk. I'm going to give out another free pick for you guys because thankfully we got that Mr. Orange. So another free pick coming your way. Appreciate that. Let's give out another one for you guys. Staying with the NBA, but I'll go to a player prop bet on this one. It is going to be Karl Anthony Towns, and we're going to take the over 31.5 points plus rebounds, everybody. So again, that's Karl Anthony Towns, over 31.5 points and rebounds combined. That's up there on my big board. You want every pick I make every day? Just DM me on Instagram. J Dubs, Cam Thomas, over under 23.5. It wasn't one that I went with J Dubs. I looked at it earlier. If you want to, I'm not going to do the research on it this second. We're going to stick with fantasy questions for the moment. But J Dubs wasn't one that I put in on my bets. If you want to see my bets, J Dubs, just DM me on Instagram. Levi, pick 2, Gabe Davis, Brandon Cooks, and Chuba Hubbard. Levi, I'd go Cooks and Chuba Hubbard just barely. I love Brandon Cooks and Chuba Hubbard's matchup, so I'll go with those two. If any of you guys want to join the show as a guest, feel free to do so. Tommy Hope, Collins, or Ayuk. I definitely go Ayuk on this one. Ayuk would be the one. Luis Martinez, between Mahomes and Fields, very tricky for me. Luis Martinez, I'll lean just slightly towards Patrick Mahomes, but I don't feel great about that because what Justin Fields could do in the running game, but it's very close, Luis Martinez. CCE, pick one between Lockett, Downs, Jones, and Moore. I'd go Lockett. CCE, I'd go Lockett. Josh, should I play Montgomery over Bijan, Mixon, or Swift? The answer is yes. Josh, yes I would. Thanks so much for the question. Kyle, Kittle, Goddard, or Taysom Hill? Kyle, I'd go George Kittle. Chris, Javonte Williams or Tajee Spears if Henry doesn't go. You won't necessarily know by the time. So I'm going to go Javonte Williams. I think Javonte Williams is just a safer play. Kike Isguap, Rice or Chuba Hubbard. I'm going to say Rice. Kike Isguap, I'll go Rice just barely. Lethal Jake, Reed or Dobbs? I'd go Reed. Lethal Jake, I'd go Reed. Joss, who should I swap Montgomery for? I said start Montgomery. Start Montgomery over all three of them. Isaiah, Achan or Collins? Isaiah, I'd go Achan. Cam Thompson, Warren, Cook, Chuba Hubbard. We got to check to make sure Jalen Warren's going this week. Jalen Warren. Not crazy about the matchup, to be honest. I'd go Warren and Chuba Hubbard between the two. Luis Garcia, is Goddard a start this week? Not necessarily. I'm not crazy about him, actually. I feel like there are other tight ends I'd rather go with. Brother Computer, Achan, Moss, Pacheco, pick 2. Between those, Brother Computer, I'd go Pacheco and I'd go Achan. Pacheco and Achan would be the 2. Lethal Jake, I picked up more in case Amari is out. Like it. I really like it. Let's get a guest up here. Let's get Mason up here to ask his question. Mason, what's good?
Achan, Kyron, or Montgomery, pick 2.
I'd go Achan and Montgomery.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate you joining the show. Thanks for watching. If you guys want to join the show, feel free to do so. Happy to have anyone who wants to come on as a guest ask their question. Mello, between Zeke and Javonte, I'm going Javonte. I know Zeke's got a good matchup, but I don't trust the Patriots offense. Remy, Fields or Love? I'm going to lean towards Fields, believe it or not. I think Fields could actually have the better game. Rams fan, Gus or Kyron Williams? Sorry, Rams fan, but I'll go Gus Edwards. I think both could get in the end zone, but the matchup for Kyron is not a good one. Brother Computer, Nico, Flowers, Cooks, Rice, and Noah Brown pick 2. Brandon Cooks would absolutely be 1, and I'll say Zay Flowers just barely over Rice. So I'll go Cooks and Flowers barely over Rice. By the way, that's one of those perfect scenarios where you get the last names that are perfect. Rice, Cooks, Flowers, like good kitchen talk right there. N-Blood, Elliott, Swift, or Hall. N-Blood, I might lean towards Zeke Elliott on it, but I don't love that. Probably I'd go Swift instead. Luis Garcia, I'm going to say Gerald Everett. Luis Garcia, I'll say Gerald Everett, just barely over Njoku. Let's get Heat for your feet up here.
Hello?
Heat for your feet, what's good?
What's going on? I got a question. Would you do Zach Moss or Josh Jacobs?
I'm going to lean just slightly, I think, towards Zach Moss. He's got the better matchup against the Bengals, so I'll go with Moss, even though Jacobs is going to get plenty of carries. Moss is the better start.
Thank you, man.
Appreciate you watching the show. Let's get let's get some more folks up here. Let's go Enzo Boy. Enzo Boy is going to be the next one up here. If you guys want to join the show, feel free. We'll get to as many as we can. Enzo Boy, what's good?
Alexa.
Enzo Boy, you with us?
Yeah, how about Jackson or Stroud?
Lamar Jackson or CJ Stroud?
Yes.
I'd go Lamar Jackson. CJ Stroud has a really tough matchup against the New York Jets this week. So Jackson.
Thank you.
Appreciate you watching the show. Let's get to another guest up here. Let's get Proud Poppy coming up here. Don't worry if you're on hold. We'll get to as many of you guys as we can. Feel free to come on. Proud Poppy, what's good?
What's up, man? I appreciate you taking my call, man.
Of course. What can I do for you?
How do you feel about Flacco versus Ritter?
Flacco versus Ritter. Oh my goodness. What a situation you are in, Proud Poppy.
I know, man.
Here's what I would say. Desmond Ritter at home has been a historically good play. I don't know if you know his history in college and the pros. He got off to a really good start, at least at home from a win-loss record perspective. And the Buccaneers are a bad pass defense, so I don't hate on that one. On the other side of things, Cleveland, Jacksonville, there's supposed to be weather in that game, and that's probably why I'm going to lean away from Flacco. I probably like Flacco more if they were in neutral, if they were both in the same conditions, but I'm worried it's supposed to be, 64% chance of rain, 21 mile per hour winds there in that Cleveland game. Jacksonville gives up a lot of passing yards, but that could turn into a Kareem Hunt, Jerome Ford special. So I kind of want to take Desmond Ritter. The Bucs are a good run defense. You figure that's going to force the Falcons to throw the ball. Maybe Desmond Ritter runs in a touchdown. That would be the ultimate scenario for you in terms of starting him. But I'm going to lean Ritter slightly over Flacco, even though, again, I kind of hold my nose as I do it.
I got you. I got one more.
Go for it.
Tank Dell. So I picked up Brandon Cooks and Jaden Reed.
Wow. First of all, the fact both were available, fantastic. I'm going to go Brandon Cooks. Dude has been on fire getting touchdowns. I believe he has something like 4 touchdowns in his last 6 games at least. The Eagles are so vulnerable in that secondary. You know Dak is going to be attacking. So I like Brandon Cooks a lot in that game. I like Reed, but he's been a bit banged up. Giants are a better pass defense, funny enough, than the Eagles are. So I'd go Brandon Cooks.
Gotcha. So even with Watson out, if he's out, I'm not sure if he's going to play or not. You still go with Cooks.
Funny enough, yes, because I actually don't think it makes that big of a difference. Given how they use Jaden Reed and that kind of Swiss Army knife, he would probably get the same amount of opportunities. Maybe he gets a few more targets in the passing game, but I actually think it's Romeo Doubs and their tight end Kraft who are actually going to benefit more if Watson's out. I think Reed is I think he's an important part of this offense no matter what. So I think he's going to get a pretty steady, heavy amount of targets or carries. But what I'm really excited about is I think the Dallas Eagles game is going to have some offense. Again, the Eagles are a bad pass defense. They're just bad. And Brandon Cooks has been on fire. He's got great speed. I'm just about it right now. I also love when Brandon Cooks isn't the number 1 receiver because he can run a slant route every once in a while. He can run a crossing route. He's not expected to run that deep route every time. So personally, I'd go with Cooks over your boy Reed.
All right, I got one more if you got time.
Of course. One more. Fire away.
So McBride's on the bye for me. So I have Goddard, and he's healthy, but likely he's on the waiver wire.
Wow, that's a tricky one for me. I'm going to lean slightly towards likely. It's more about how the Ravens use the tight end in their offense. It's just really important. I'm going to lean towards likely a little bit more. With Goddard, again, a lot of mouths to feed in that Eagles offense. And you would have to... The only way that he could really have enough value for you is if he gets a touchdown. I think likely is going to get more opportunities between the 20s. I'll go with likely.
Gotcha, man. I appreciate it, man. I'll be watching.
Appreciate it, man. Thanks for watching the show. Let's get some more folks up here. And let's get to Aaron Medley. If you're waiting on hold, don't worry. We're getting to as many of you guys as possible. We'll still get to questions, just having some fun answering some of you guys on TikTok. Aaron Medley, what's good? Aaron Medley, you with us? Aaron Medley, going once? Going twice? Aaron Medley. Sorry, we got to let you go. Aaron Medley forgot he was on the air. Oh, too bad. Let's get back to your questions. Let's get Daddy Alex on the show. Daddy Alex, what's good?
Hi. What's up? I'm a big sports bettor guy. You know, I bet on almost every sport. So, when I've been in the NBA in-season tournament, right, it's been
brutal.
For me, you know,
it's been awful.
Right. So I just wanted to see, you know, the opinion on other bettors because I don't know if they feel the same way as I do.
First of all, I love you asking the question, and it's something that I've ranted about on the show in the last couple of days. The in-season tournament, I think, has been a really good thing for the NBA in terms of keeping our viewer attention. For sports betting, it's been awful. The trends are out of whack. Looking at historical data is now irrelevant. And what I hate the most is the tendencies go away. So teams aren't in their normal rest cycles, their start rest cycles. So the players on the floor are different. It impacts player prop bets. It impacts total plays. I am not going to bet an in-season. I know there aren't that many games left, so that's the one good thing. I think there are only 3 in-season tournament games left. But I'm not going to bet them, and I am going to make a note for the future for myself. Don't bet the in-season tournament. You will lose money. Bet on the over if you're going to do anything. But other than that, just avoid it.
Yeah, I mean, I completely agree. I mean, oh my God, I've lost a good amount, you know, and usually I'm pretty solid with the picks, you know, and man, this has been unexpected.
Daddy Alex, I don't know if you're following our bets, but I hope you do. DM me on Instagram if you want all of my bets, because when we're not in the in-season tournament, I've been doing well. In-season tournament, I'm right there with you. It has been struggle bus.
All right, yeah. All right, thank you so much.
Appreciate it. Thanks for watching the show, man.
Yeah.
Hope you guys are enjoying the content. Let's get to some others. Angelo wants to come up and join the show. let's get Angelo up here. Angelo, what's
I got a
good?
Good question.
Go for it.
I got Fairmouth, but I can also pick up Likely and Everett. Which one should I go with?
I'd go Gerald Everett. Gerald Everett's matchup against the Broncos is the best one. That's the one I'd go with.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate you watching the show. Let's get another person up here. Crew Peterson. Crew Peterson's going to be the next one we have joining the show. Oh, sorry. It's going to be Jack. What's up?
I got 2 questions.
What's good, Jack?
Browns defense or Texans defense?
I'm going Texans defense, and I think both are probably good plays. I think you could go either way. Actually, you said the Browns or the Texans?
Yeah.
I'll take the Browns. I'm gonna double back on this one. It's tough. It's tough because like Browns or Texans, man. No, I'm like flipping coins in my head. I'll go Texans. The Jets are just that bad. The Jets are the worst. Like I have to believe in it. Jets are the worst. I'll go Texans. I wish you could even put a defense at the flex. I feel like they could outscore some running backs this week. But I'll go Texans just barely.
And Zach Moss or Pacheco?
Man, you're just giving me all the tough questions today, dude. I'm going to lean towards Zach Moss. Zach Moss has the better matchup against the Bengals. I'm going to lean towards Zach Moss. I like Pacheco, but ultimately I think that Bills-Chiefs game becomes a passing game. I'll lean slightly towards Zach Moss.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching the show. Let's get to another guest up here. I meant to hit Crew Peterson. Let's see if Crew Peterson joins this time. Crew, what's good?
What's up?
What's happening? What can I do for you?
I have a few questions for FlexBall.
Let's do it.
I have Devontae Smith and Puka Nacua sitting on my bench right now. Which one do you think I'd do there?
I'd go Devontae Smith. I just feel like in that Cowboys game, again, Cowboys going to slow down the run game, forcing it into a pass situation. I think that opens things up for Devontae, especially since you know most of the heavy coverage will lean towards A.J. Brown. And Puka, I know he had a massive game last week, but Ravens coming off a bye, I'd lean towards Devontae Smith.
Okay, and then one more. I have Ayuk and Saquon.
Oh, wow. I like them both, to be honest. I wish you could start both of them.
Yeah, this is a 6-man league, so I'm pretty stacked on both.
Yeah, I would imagine if you're questioning between those two. That's a tough one for me. I'm going to lean Ayuk. I don't feel good about that, but here's why I say it. With the way the Giants are playing, don't you feel like, one, Saquon, how much risk are they going to have putting him out there? But, like, if I'm the Packers, I'm loading up the box to try to take away Saquon. And I'm forcing Tommy DeVito or whatever quarterback they've got back there for the Giants to beat me. So, Ayuk, even though there are more weapons around him, I feel like there's a greater opportunity for him to kind of blend into the offense and get his usual number of targets and receiving yards and touchdowns. So, I'm going to lean towards Ayuk. It's probably not what projections will say, but I feel like it's a safer pick.
Yeah, I just feel like it's easier for a receiver to get points, just because they get reception points and.
Oh, you're in a PPR league as well. Well, that helps. That's certainly one thing that contributes. But one of the big things that was impacting my thinking is Ayuk. He's going to get opportunities because the opposing defense, they've got to take away Debo. They got to take away McCaffrey. Ayuk's going to face a lot of single coverage. Saquon Barkley, he's going to face as many defenders as the Packers can put in the box. Because the Packers aren't afraid of the Giants' passing game. They're only afraid of Saquon. So he's going to have some magical runs to be able to produce. Now, the Packers aren't a great run defense, but they looked better on Monday night. I mean, Pacheco had a good game, but they looked better on Sunday night, rather. So I'm going to stick with what I said. I'll go Ayuk. And I'm going to let you go. Appreciate you guys being with us. Duke of Earl, I'd go Minshew. Duke of Earl, I'd go Minshew. Nuve DK, I'd go OBJ just barely. Nuve DK, I'd go OBJ just barely. Let's get another guest up here. If you're waiting on hold, forgive me. Simon, what's good?
Hey there, how you doing?
How you doing? What can we do for you?
So I'm just kind of stuck right now with I have Travis Kelce, and I took him in the first round. He hasn't really been producing. I was thinking about trading him, and I kind of need a wide receiver since I only have Garrett Wilson and Olave really that are my good ones.
Yuck.
Who would you recommend to trade?
Well, personally, I wouldn't move Kelce. You know, there are certain players that, like, I almost feel like you bought the ticket to the Titanic and you are either riding it down or a dinghy boat isn't getting you to the championship anyways, if you get what I'm saying. So I would rather hold on to Kelce, and I would try to trade Wilson for maybe a lesser wide receiver in name, but maybe someone who might have, like, go see if Brandon Ayuk's available. Probably not, but, like, go see if Michael Pittman's available. Like, go see if you could get one of those guys who, they don't have the same star power, brand power on ESPN, but statistically, they're putting up great numbers. And what you care about the most is volume. You care about someone who's going to get a lot of targets. Go see if Jamar Chase is available. Jamar Chase could have a bad game this week, but his value comes back because now all of a sudden they have someone who can throw him the ball 8 times a game. He makes 6 catches. You have value there. So I wouldn't move on from Kelce as bad as it's been. It's one of those, like, you bought it, you own it, ride it until it runs you into the ground. That's how I treat that.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. And then I also, last question here is I have Gibbs. Do you think maybe I should I just hold on him? It was a bit frustrating just with Monty and all that, but what do you think about that?
Well, you're going to continue to be frustrated to some degree because Montgomery's the RB1 there. I understand everyone gets excited by Gibbs' talent, and they should, but the way that the offense of the Lions operates, they love the fact that David Montgomery is a north-south runner, like, who pounds the rock and just physically abuses the defense. It opens up the play action. It opens up Gibbs when he's on the field. So don't expect Gibbs' carries to all of a sudden overtake David Montgomery's. That doesn't mean Gibbs doesn't have value, especially if you put him in a flex or if you're in a needed situation to put him at a running back too. I think you're okay there. So it sounds like, unfortunately, the players that you drafted this year, yeah, they haven't been consistent all year long. Frankly, they've been very hot or very cold. But you drafted good players. Hold on to them at this time of year. Like, this is the time where the Lions are thinking the way you are finally. They're not trying to preserve him from later in the year. They need to win games now. They're going to use their best players. He's one of them. So that's, I think the mindset changes.
Yeah, that's all good for me. Thank you so much.
Appreciate it, Simon. Thanks for watching the show.
Yeah.
Let's get another guest up here. Oh, screwed up again. Let's pause and let's resume. And let's get another guest up here. Cross is going to be joining us. Cross, what's good?
So I have Zach Moss, Joe Mixon, and Rashad White, and Brandon Ayuk. So who'd you put at the flex and my 2 running backs?
Hit me with that one more time, a little bit slower. I definitely put Rashad White in. I definitely put Zach Moss in. So Rashad White and Zach Moss are certainly 2. Give me the remaining players I have to work with.
Joe Mixon and Brandon Ayuk.
Oh, Brandon Ayuk would be the other one. Joe Mixon would be a sit.
All right, thank you.
Appreciate you watching the show, man. I'm learning a lot about our viewership right now and how young some of our viewers are. I appreciate it. I love to see it. Always interesting. Let's get Blake Maynard up here really quick. Let's get Blake up here. Brother Computer, I'd go Pacheco. Brother Computer, I'd go Pacheco. Duke Earl, I'd go Roshan Johnson. Blake Maynard, what's happening, ma'am?
Hi.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Oh, wonderful. What can we help you with?
Okay, so I have Jalen Warren and Keaton Mitchell, and I was wondering who to start,
Yuck. I'm going to probably say Mitchell, and I say it not because I really like it, but I feel like the matchup tomorrow night is just going to be ugly. Like, I know Pat McAfee already made this joke, so I'm plagiarizing here, but like, Iowa football ugly. Like, I don't want to encourage you to to have rooting interest in that game, for your health. Jalen Warren should have a decent matchup, but frankly, the Patriots have been good run defense this year. They're just not getting enough notoriety. On the other side, who was it you said again?
Keaton Mitchell and...
Yeah, with Mitchell, the problem is I don't know if he gets any red zone opportunities. It feels like Gus Edwards has definitely become the red zone darling there in Baltimore. But I'm going to go Mitchell. Mitchell's going to get opportunities between the 20s. He's coming off the bye week. I'm going to go Mitchell. I don't feel good about it, though. I feel like it's a coin flip. So, Blake, I forgive me. I don't have a strong leaning on this one.
And also, do you think like Aaron Jones is playing this week? Because like he's on the bench, and so I would start him over them.
Man, I would run the risk. I'd do it. It's a Monday game. He didn't play last week. He's had all this time to rest. The Packers are very much in playoff contention, which gives him an incentive to come back and gives the team a reason to have him come back. I'd ride it out and go Aaron Jones, given the other two options.
All right, yeah, thanks a lot.
Appreciate you watching the show, man. If any of you guys want to join the show, feel free. Happy to have you guys come on. Like Felix Blood. Let's get Felix Blood up here. Felix, what's good? Felix, you with us?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you just barely. Hold it like a pizza and speak into it if you can.
Alrighty, I got a question. Can you hear me now?
I got you a little bit better. Go ahead.
Okay, I got Trey McBride on a bye this week, but I also have Dallas Goedert coming back from injury. Do you think I should start McBride the rest of the way? I'm in the playoffs.
The answer is yes. Obviously not this week, but McBride is a phenomenal... I think he has now vaulted himself into the conversation for top 5 tight end in the NFL, and it really has to do with how Kyler Murray is just over-targeting him at this point. Love the chemistry between those two. I feel like he is a must-start from here on out.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Appreciate you watching the show. Okay, we got another one. Magneto. One more, and then we'll get back to the questions that have been written in the comments section. Let's get Magneto up here. Magneto, what's good?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much for having me on the show. I'm a long-time watcher, first-time caller, calling in from Boston, Mass. Love your show. God, it's so good to be on with you. Every day I've got football questions, I get them answered here. And we're spreading the love around all the different folks in the Boston sports world, and we want you a part of it. So thank you. First off and foremost, thank you. I am coming in with a really strong team going into the playoffs, and I'm looking to win my leagues, and I'm looking for an RB2 and a flex. And I've got on roster, I've got Madison, I've got James Cook, I've got Gus the Bus, and I can grab Aaron Jones. For wide receivers, I've got D-Hop and Jaden Reed, and like that's not mentioning the really good players I have. So I've got a good mix.
Well, first of all, really appreciate the kind words, Magneto, and great to have you on the air and talking to us. Out of the group of players that you mentioned, I'm probably gravitating slightly, I think. Look, if Aaron Jones were fully healthy, he'd be the go. That's what's tough is I want to say Aaron Jones would be number one. But there's a little bit of hesitation there because I don't know his status. Gus Edwards would be the only other name out of the running backs that would get me excited. So Jones, one, if he's a full healthy play, and Gus Edwards would be number 2. And then who did you say at the wide receiver position?
I've got D-Hop and Jaden Reed.
Oh, out of those two, I'd go Reed. Out of those two, I'd go Reed. I don't like D-Hop's matchup this week, in part because... One, you don't know the status of Derrick Henry. If the running game isn't reliable for the Titans, you feel like life gets a lot harder for Will Levis in the passing game. But also, Jalen Ramsey, Xavier Howard, 2 good corners who I'm sure have relationships with DeAndre Hopkins and they don't want to get burned. So I would not be surprised if DeAndre Hopkins has one big catch. But other than that, might be a quiet game for him. So I definitely go Reed at the wide receiver position.
Awesome.
Appreciate you being with us, man. Anything else we can do to help you out?
I owe a ton of my fantasy success to you this year, and I'm gonna keep on supporting this show because you're the man.
Appreciate you. Hope you have a wonderful night. And if you ever have a question, feel free to come on.
Thank you.
Later. Okay, we'll get Isaiah up here, another viewer who wants to join the show, and then we'll get back to some of the questions that are written in the comment section. Oh, he jumped off. So let's get back to some of these fantasy questions here. But before we do so, I feel like we got to give you a pick, right? We got to give you guys a free pick. We haven't given out a pick in a while. So let's give out a free pick right now for everybody. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for joining. Appreciate you guys sitting through as we listen to some guests ask their question. Let's give out 2 more picks for you guys. 2 more picks for hitting 6,000 and 8,000 likes. We'll also do the Sharps play of the day if we hit 10,000 likes before the end of this segment. So first pick I'm going to give out is going to be the Nets plus 6.5. That's Brooklyn Nets rather, plus 6.5. Brooklyn Nets plus 6.5. Next pick that I'm going to give out is going to be a player prop bet. I am going to go with Joel Embiid over 31.5 points. I got it at 31.5 earlier today. That's Joel Embiid over 31.5 points. So we just gave out Nets plus 6.5 and Joel Embiid over 31.5 points. When we hit 10,000 likes, we will give out our Sharps play of the day. Daniel P., I actually haven't been looking at turnovers recently. I haven't gone into those since the sports book I've been using hasn't been giving those out. Ben Wilson, please start. Gus, Reed, or Pickens. Ben Wilson, I'd go Reed. Ben Wilson, I'd go Reed. Okay. Killed that Barrett point and rebound total last night. Way to go, okay. Glad our research and advice went the right way for you. If you guys want every bet that we make every single day, DM me on Instagram. Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. We give away our picks for free, so make sure you DM us on Instagram. That's Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. DM us. Daniel P., thoughts on Kenyon Drake signing with the Packers? No real thought on it. It's just kind of a throwaway. Is Drake a pickup in the rest of season or dynasty? No. He's just another name on the depth chart. Cody, what's good? Pick one. I'd go Achan. Cody, I'd go Achan. I'd go Achan, Reed, and Russell Wilson. Achan, Reed, and Russell Wilson, I think. T, I'd go Josh. Oof. T, tricky one. T, I'm going to lean just slightly towards Josh Downs. I know he's been struggling the last couple of games. That's the only hesitation, T. But I'd go Josh Downs. And Boo, pick 3. I'd go Barkley, Moss, and I'll go Pollard, but I don't love it. Barkley, Moss, and Pollard, but I don't love it. It's just because the number of carries he'll get overall. Max Hewitt, I'd go Diggs and Cooks. Diggs and Cooks, Max Hewitt. Guys, we have hit 10,000 likes for the day. You know what that means? It is time for our Sharps play of the day, everybody. Every time we hit 10,000 likes during our daily show, we give out our favorite play of the day, regardless of the sport, regardless of the type of bet. We give out our favorite play of the day. So buckle in, everybody. Here it is. We cashed on this yesterday. We cashed on it the day before. We cashed on it the day before. We are on a very nice little win streak with our Sharps play of the day. And for this pick, we are going to go with okay, I'm struggling between which one I want the most. I'll take a bit of a chance on this one, but I'm going to take it. I'm going to go with the Rockets plus 6.5. The Rockets are hosting the Thunder. Rockets have been a really good home team on the money line, let alone on the cover, on the spread. So I like the Rockets plus 6.5. That is going to be my Sharps play of the day. That is my favorite bet of the day. Regardless of the sport, regardless of the type of bet, I'm taking the Rockets to cover. Again, that's Rockets plus 6.5 tonight. That is my Sharps play of the day. If you want every bet that I make every day, DM me on Instagram. That's Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. DM me on Instagram, and I give you my picks for free. You'll get a link and a referral code, and that way you can follow every pick I make every single day. And for those who are looking for it, Tylen, you're getting them right now. Tylen, hit me up. Can I get your picks for today? He just got the link and the referral code. If you hit me up right now, you'll get them right now. Derek Weaver, Rockets, we bought the points, Derek. We bought the points. So that's why I said plus 6.5. I think I got that at like minus 175 earlier today. That's why I took it there. If you had to, plus 4.5 is a fine play as well. Ranger, I picked up Dillon to start over Pittsburgh running backs. I like it, Ranger. I actually really like the idea. Obviously, you're hoping that Aaron Jones is out, unlike some of us. But Ranger, I like the idea. Charlie, I'd go Montgomery over Hall. Charlie, I'd go Montgomery over Hall. Thanks for the question. Bradley, I'm going to lean just barely, I think, towards Godwin and Deontay Johnson. So, Bradley, I'd go Godwin and Deontay Johnson. Okay. I'd go Flowers and I'd go... Wow. I'll go Flowers and Higgins. Flowers and Higgins would be the two for me, though obviously I'm not crazy about it. Jonah Wiggins, pick 3. Achan, Kamara, and I'll go with Gibbs. Jonah Wiggins, Achan, Kamara, and Gibbs. Ranger, thanks so much for the Galaxy, Ranger. Ranger, let us know if you want to pick. Let us know if you want fantasy advice. We're more than happy to say thank you for the Galaxy in whatever way you like. Max Hewitt, must win, start 2. Diggs and Cooks. Max Hewitt, Diggs, and Cook would be the 2. Nuve DK, I'd go... Nuve DK, I might lean just slightly towards OBJ. Jason, what do you think of the wide receivers, Brown, Allen, Davis, and Jones? And who should I start? I love Keenan Allen this week. Keenan Allen's a must start. I don't like Noah Brown's matchup. I don't love Gabe Davis's either. But I'd probably go Gabe Davis over Brown. So it'd be Allen, Davis, Brown, and then Jones. Anonymous Gaming, rest of season. If Schultz were back, he'd be number 1. But after that, it's probably Cole Kmet, believe it or not. Brett Diamond, must win, start 1. I'm leaning towards Moss. Brett Diamond, I'm leaning towards Moss. Act JJ, will Diggs have a bounce back week? I think so, at least in terms of overall targets. And I don't know if he'll get a touchdown, but let's give out a pick. I need to give out a pick to say thank you. I didn't see if Ranger wanted a pick or not, but we got to give out another pick to say thank you to Ranger. While we do that, Joshua Hill, Gabe Davis, or Noah Brown? I'd go Gabe Davis. Gabe Davis, and I'd go Gibbs over Higgins. So it'd be Gabe Davis and Jahmyr Gibbs, Joshua Hill. Thanks so much for the question. Let's drop another pick for you guys. Let's go back to the NBA. I am going to take the Mavericks on the money line, guys. Mavericks on the money line is the next game pick I'm giving out. I won't stop there. I'll go back and give out another player prop bet. I am going to take DeAnthony Melton, and I'm going to take him over 15.5 points plus assists. That's DeAnthony Melton over 15.5 points plus assists. We also gave out Mavericks on the money line. Wes Running, I'm going to lean towards Singletary. Wes Running, I'd go with Singletary. Thanks for the question. If any of you guys want to join the show as a guest, feel free to come on. Jeffrey Perk, I'd go Zach Moss. Jeffrey Perk, I'd go Zach Moss. EMN, pick 2 this week. I'd go Flowers and Singletary. Flowers and Singletary, I think, would be the 2. Daniel P, I'd play Foreman. Daniel P, I think I'd play Foreman, though. Ugly, I know, ugly. Seth, sit 1. I'd probably sit Downs, but the problem is Henry might be out with injury. You don't know yet. Ranger, Singletary. Ranger, Singletary. I understand Damian Pearson here splitting carries, but the Jets are a bad run defense. I'll trust it. I'll trust it. Especially I think the Jets are going to try and take away C.J. Stroud. I think it opens up the running game that much more. Nick, Elijah Moore, Garrett Wilson. Nick, I'd go Elijah Moore. Here's my only concern. What's the weather in that game? Oh, a lot of rain in the Browns game. I like Elijah Moore a little bit more, though. If you have to, Garrett Wilson. Both games, heavy rain. Both games, heavy rain. Lethal Jake, at least they don't need 1,000 followers. I got you. SVC calls, some people use it where people can pay to call in. Lethal Jake, DM me on Instagram. Let's talk about that later, Lethal Jake. I'd love to learn about that. P. Asha, Ford, Eckler, Addison, or Gabe Davis. P. Asha, I'd go Eckler. P. Asha, I'd go Eckler. Bounce it, Betty, Laporta or Goddard. I'd go Laporta. Laporta. Michael R. Michael R. I'm going to go Rice. Michael R. I'd go Rice. Joe. I'd go Singletary. Joe. I'd go Singletary over Mitchell, Pickens, and Addison. So between Mitchell, Pickens, Singletary, and Addison, I'd go Singletary. Joe. I'd go Cortland Sutton over Breece Hall. Guys, Cortland Sutton is one of my favorite wide receivers this week. Make sure he is in your lineup. Make sure as well that you guys are following every bet that we make every day. I assure you, Cortland Sutton, well, there will be a player prop bet I put down on Cortland Sutton. Make sure you know what it is. DM me on Instagram if you want every bet that we make every single day here at Butt Fumble Sports. And by the way, we usually put out something like 100 plus picks every day, even more with the round robins. Make sure you DM us on Instagram, Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram, to get every bet I make every day for free. We'll send you a link and a referral code, and that way you can get every pick we make. Colin, Laporta, or Kittle, very close for me. I'm going to lean towards Kittle, but it's very close, Colin. Kaylee, pick 2. Moss, Debo, Evans, or Pacheco. Kaylee, I'd go Debo, and I'd go Moss. Kaylee, Debo, and Moss just barely over Pacheco. Andre TMC, I'd go Keaton Mitchell. Andre TMC, I'd go Keaton Mitchell. Abel T, what do you think about the Jags playing Cleveland this week with Flacco going up against Beathard? Oh boy, a game that we thought was going to be Deshaun Watson against Trevor Lawrence at the start of the year. Take the under. I actually did my research on that game. The under is a very strong play. Surprise, surprise. Take the under in that one. If you guys want to join the show as a guest, feel free to do so. Hit us up on TikTok and feel free to come on as a guest. Daniel P., I know you don't consider any picks locks, but which props tonight are you very confident in? Frankly, all the picks I'm giving out, Daniel P., on the show are ones I feel very confident in, or I wouldn't give them out. I actually really like the DeAnthony Melton. That was one that had a really good track record to it. The Joel Embiid pick, there's a reason I'm giving these ones out right away. These are 3 of my favorites. Trae Young under 10.5 assists is a very good play. I'll put that one up on the board as well. Trae Young under 10.5 assists. The only reason I didn't give it out sooner is because of his track record with assists. I know some of you are skeptical, but under 10.5 assists tonight is actually a good play against the Nets. We have some more to give out. We will over the course of the show. Colin, should I trade Laporta for Ford? My running backs, wow, ugly. I don't think you're getting enough value back though, Colin. It's very close. Let's get Luke Grosso up here. Let's see. Luke, what's good?
Yo, I got 2 questions.
Fire away, man.
Should I start Derrick Henry against Miami?
Who else do you have?
Let me think. I got Jalen Warren, Keaton Mitchell, Kareem Hunt.
Man, ugly. The answer is I probably would put Derrick Henry in there, and I just hope he's healthy enough. The only problem you have is if for some reason they let it be known too late on Sunday for you to change your lineup that he's not going to be in there for Monday because of concussion protocol, just keep your eye out on it. I think he will play, so I think you're okay, but just monitor it throughout the week.
All right, thank you. And then, should I start Addison, Ridley, or Nico Collins?
Addison. Addison has the most favorable matchup, and I actually think Justin Jefferson being back could open up some more single coverage for him. Nico Collins, he's facing Sauce Gardner and what is a good pass defense for the Jets. And who was the other one that you mentioned?
Calvin Ridley plays Cleveland.
Yeah, of course. That's a brutal matchup against one of the best pass defenses in the NFL. And he doesn't have his regular starting quarterback. No. I'd sit Calvin Ridley and I'd sit Nico Collins, even though they've been the better players, obviously, throughout the year.
All right, thank you.
Appreciate you watching the show, man.
Yep.
Let's get another guest up here. Let's get Isaiah up here. Let's see if Isaiah wants to ask his question. What's good, Isaiah?
Yeah, how you doing, man?
I'm doing great. What can we help you with? Oh, you can't hop out of the app. When you hop out of the app, I can't hear you. You gotta stay on the app. So you gotta when you go away from the app, it mutes you.
Oh, okay. So I was just wondering, should I trade Nico Collins for A-Chan and Garrett Wilson? I need like an instant win this week, and I know they're playing the Jets. It's like a hard defense to play against.
Yeah, I like getting Achan. I certainly like that. Garrett Wilson doesn't do much for me. If you could get Achan and maybe someone else.
Okay, like I could get Moss from him probably. That would be good.
Oh, if you could get Moss and Achan, I would love that trade.
All right. Okay, thank you, man.
Appreciate it, man. Have a good one. Let's get another guest up here. If you guys want to join the show as a guest, feel free. We're going to get Eduardo on here. Eduardo, what's good?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. How can we help you?
I just have one question. Do you think it would be good to trade Justin Jefferson for Adams? Is he coming back?
As in, you're getting Justin Jefferson or you're getting Adams?
I'll be getting Devontae Adams.
I don't love it. It's okay. I think it's probably a fair trade overall. But frankly, if I want one player more, it would be Jefferson. He's the one who probably has the greater upside. So I would rather ride with Jefferson than swap him out at this point.
Alrighty, sounds good. And then one more question, real quick. I have Derrick Henry. I remember that guy that asked you about Derrick Henry a while ago. But I also have Kyron Williams and Barkley. And I also have Zay Flowers. Do you think putting Zay Flowers in flex instead of Henry would be good?
I think I like Flowers and Barkley more than I like Henry.
All right, just keep Kyron too, right?
Yes.
All righty, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great night, Eduardo. If any of you guys want to join the show, we have a bunch of people who are holding on. Let's get them up here. King No Crown, I see your question. Want to make sure we get to it. King No Crown, really appreciate your support of the show. So let's get you up here. What's up, King No Crown? King, can you hear me?
Yeah, appreciate it.
Oh, we got you now. Yeah, I got you. Go for it.
Yeah, can you hear me?
I got you.
I got Keenan Allen and Justin Jefferson starting this week. I need a third option. I have Waddle, Ayuk, and Olave.
Wow.
I can do a running back. I got James Cook on the bench.
Yeah. I'm not. I like the wide receivers you mentioned. So I'd go Ayuk. I think Ayuk outperforms Waddle. It's close, but I'm going to trust Ayuk because Waddle's had some inconsistency over the last few weeks.
Yeah, that's true. He's been doing that all year for me. But Keenan Allen been carrying me for sure.
And he will this week as well. Keenan Allen should have a monster week. I know Patrick Surtain II could have some good plays, but Keenan Allen should have a monster week.
Yeah, I thought Surtain got hurt last week, but also the only weakness on my team, I believe, is my quarterback. I have Russell Wilson, Stafford.
Russell Wilson should have a good game this week, though, right now, too. So he's facing a Chargers team that gives up a ton of passing yards. So this week, I actually like Russell Wilson.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to know. Appreciate it.
Appreciate the question. Thanks so much. If any of you guys want to join the show, like Happy Crudda Productions, did I lose you there? Let's get... This is one of my favorite handles to say. Baby Jesus Santa Maria. What's happening?
You hear me?
I can.
Oh, man. I would like to know, who should I start? Taysom Hill or Jake Ferguson or Pat Fryermuth? I also have Goddard.
I'm going to go Jake Ferguson. First of all, the Eagles are just a bad pass defense. I feel like there's a good opportunity for Jake Ferguson. He's been hot of late, but for him to get a lot of opportunities in this game, I'll go Jake Ferguson out of that group. The only other one that I was considering is Taysom Hill, just because the matchup is favorable.
Yeah, you don't think he'd be out, he'd get more involved in the play since Carr's gonna be out?
That's part of the concern. The answer is yes. I think one, that could happen, and second, they're playing the Carolina Panthers, who are terrible against the run. So you feel like Taysom Hill, don't get me wrong, I think Taysom Hill could be a good play, but who's the safer play? It's Ferguson. Like, we kind of know what Ferguson could be. Taysom Hill could be really, really good, or he could be a bust. And at this time of year, I almost want to give you the safer play, but you're thinking about Taysom Hill being like a home run potential. There is that there, so you are right about that.
Okay, so since I have Taysom Hill and Ferguson, should I drop Fryermuth or Goddard to make room for some waiver wire?
Yeah, I would. I'd probably drop Fryermuth.
Fryermuth?
Yep.
Thank you very much. Appreciate the content, man.
Appreciate it. Thanks so much for watching the show, man. Let's get another guest up here. Let's go. Heat for your feet. Heat for your feet. What's good?
I got 2 more questions for you.
Fire away.
Would you do Schultz or Taysom Hill this week?
Taysom Hill.
Okay, and then second, are you worried about Mahomes after last week?
So my concern about Mahomes is increasing week by week, but it is counterbalanced by the fact that this is Patrick Mahomes and it just became December, and I'm going to trust that he is going to get better and his team is going to get better. Now, I may be the last person on that ship to nowhere, but I'm going to ride that out, especially if you drafted him. You've sunk yourself into that a little bit. I don't know if there are too many quarterbacks on the waiver wire that I'd rather have right now. So, and that's the problem. Like a lot of, and forgive me, your question's a good one, but it also speaks to what a lot of our viewers ask, which is, would you hold on to this guy? Like, would you trust him rest of season? And it's like, well, compared to who? You know, like, hey, Patriots, you want to get rid of Bill Belichick? Go for it. Who's going to be better that you bring in? Patrick Mahomes, when it comes to a fantasy quarterback, may not be as good as the expectations were, but compared to what the substitute is, I don't want, Russell Wilson might outscore Patrick Mahomes this week. Can I trust that week to week? Hell no. I think I'd rather just ride it out with Patrick Mahomes.
All right, thank you, man.
Appreciate you. Thanks for watching the show.
Of course.
Let's get another guest up here. Happy Crudda Productions. Missed you last time. Let's see if we can get you this time. If you're waiting on hold, don't worry. We'll get to everybody. Happy, what's good?
I got 3 players, 2 spots with Ford, Zeke, and Hopkins.
Wow. Yuck. Ford, Zeke, or Hopkins? Yuck.
I have Gabriel Davis too.
Yeah, I'd go Gabe Davis. I'm looking for anybody else. I'd go Gabe Davis and probably Ford, but I don't feel great about that, to be honest. Jaguars are a decent run defense. I just don't trust the Patriots offense. I understand Zeke's going to get a lot more carries, but frankly, I trust Ford and what he's been able to produce this year more than Zeke. So I'll go with Davis and Ford, but I got to admit, Happy, that is a tough group you got right there. Those are some usual suspects right there.
Yeah. All right, and then I have a parlay going. I need 2 more picks, NBA or football.
What can we do for you? You need picks for your parlay?
Yeah.
How can we help you with that? What specifically are you looking for?
And any 2 that will get the win.
Any 2 that'll get the win. Well, I love the 76ers tonight on the money line. And I like the Mavericks on the money line.
All right, I'll do that.
Okay?
If 3 already, I need 2 more.
Happy, if you want every bet that I make every day, DM me on Instagram. I give away my picks for free. You can sort through them and see the ones you like. So make sure you DM me on Instagram, okay, Happy?
All right, thank you.
Appreciate you, man. Okay, let's get another guest up here. Let's get Colston up here. Colston, what's good?
So I think I asked this last week, but so I got Barkley and Devonta Adams. I want to put one of them at flex.
I'd go Saquon Barkley. He's got the better matchup. Packers haven't been a good run defense this year, so I'll go with Saquon.
All right, thanks. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it. Do I feel great about that? I feel okay about that, but matchup says what it does. Let's get Aaron to join the show.
Hey.
Aaron, what's good?
No, hey, I have a question. No, I think I had Harris playing, but I did drop him by not playing him. I picked up Elliott, but I don't want to play him either. I don't think so. I put in Ford. Did I do the right thing?
It's interesting because the question you just asked is the exact same as what someone else did. And it's like, I don't trust Zeke. And it's not that I don't trust Zeke, ironically. It's I don't trust the Patriots offense. Like, do I really think that the Steelers are going to be afraid of the Patriots passing game and thus give Zeke a non-loaded box ever? No. I just feel like they're going to stack the box and force the Patriots and Bailey Zappi to beat them through the air. So I think I'd rather go forward. I think your instinct's right on that. Do I feel great about it? No, but that's where I shake out on it too.
Okay. All right, thanks. Have a good day.
You as well. Thanks for watching the show. It is so wonderful to have all of you guys joining us, no matter the platform, TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. Hope you guys are enjoying the content. Listen to some folks ask their questions. Jorge, start 2. I'd go Moss, and I'd go Aaron Jones. Moss and Aaron Jones. Obviously, if Aaron Jones isn't a go, I think Montgomery would be the play. By the way, Jimmy, thanks so much for subscribing. Jimmy, great to have you as a part of the show. Jimmy, I'd go Jacoby Myers. Jimmy, I'd go Jacoby Myers. Poop, I'd go Barkley and Javonte. Poop, I'd go Barkley and Javonte. Max Hewitt, I'd go Ferguson. Max Hewitt, I'd go Ferguson. A, do I drop any of the starters? Gibbs, Moss, Hill, Bob. Hey, I think you're okay, but then again, your question was kind of convoluted. JRF, pick 2. I'd go Mostert and Pacheco. JRF, I think I'd go Mostert and Pacheco, and then I'd go Dak. Mostert, Pacheco, and Dak. Mostert, Pacheco, and Dak. Bandito, start 2. Bandito, I would start Evans, and I'd start Deontay Johnson. Bandito, I'd start Evans and Deontay Johnson just barely. Wyatt, I need 3, sir. I'd go Eckler. I'd go Edwards. And I'm going to lean. Thanks, Ranger. Appreciate it, buddy. Thanks for the gold mine. I'd go Eckler. I'd go Edwards. And I'm going to lean slightly towards Kyron Williams. Wyatt, Eckler, Williams, and Edwards. Thanks so much, Ranger. P. Asha, I'd go Chiefs. P. Asha, I'd go Chiefs defense. EMN, I'd go Kittle. EMN, I'd go Kittle. BCal 19, I'm going to lean slightly towards Tua. BCal 19, I'll go Tua. Caden Moore, I'd go Ford. Caden Moore, I'd go Ford. Cody, I'd go Brandon Cooks. Cody Carnes, I'd go Brandon Cooks. Harris, I'd go Isaiah Likely. Harris, I'd go Isaiah Likely. Wise Guy 1089, got to sit one. I'd probably sit Pollard, believe it or not. Bandito, start 2. I'd start Pacheco and Williams. Pacheco and Williams, buddy. If any of you guys want to join the show as a guest, feel free. Braden M, I'm going to lean towards Addison. Braden M, I'll lean towards Addison. Voss, I'd go Cooks and Moss. Voss, I'd go Cooks and Moss. Jorge, I'm going to lean slightly towards Montgomery. Jorge, I'll lean slightly towards Montgomery. Thanks so much for the gifts, guys. Give me chill bumps. Harris, I'd go Chuba Hubbard. Harris, I'd go Chuba Hubbard. Jacob, I'd go Moss. Jacob, I'd go Moss. EMN, I'd go Texans defense. Sackwood, I'd go Addison. Sackwood, I'd go Addison. T, I would play Jacoby at the flex. Let's get Philly Sports Highlights up here. Ask his question. Philly Sports Highlights, what's good?
You think I should start Breece Hall or Keaton Mitchell?
I'm going to lean slightly towards Mitchell. I don't like Hall's matchup against the Texans, and even more, I hate the Jets offense, so I'm going to lean slightly with Mitchell.
All right, thank you.
Appreciate you watching the show, buddy. If you guys want to join as a guest, feel free. More than happy to have you come on. We got another one. DZZY up. Can we get DZZY up here? Let's see. What's good? DZZY, You got to be on the app. You got to be on TikTok to be able to talk. I can't hear you. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
I got you now.
Yeah. Do you think it's a smart trade? I'm trading away Tony Pollard. I'm getting Rashad White.
Love it. You're getting Rashad White. I love the trade.
All right. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Let's get another guest up here. Let's get Logan up here. Let's see what Logan wants to talk about. Logan, what's good?
Should I start Christian Watson or Najee Harris?
Man. Okay, so Logan, I don't like either one, but for different reasons. I don't like Najee Harris because the matchup against the Patriots with Watson, is he going to be healthy? I would rather you not play Najee and have the spot open and continue to look on the waiver wire, and maybe you'll get lucky and hear word throughout the week that Watson's a go. If Watson's healthy, it's Watson. I don't like Najee this week, so I'd go Watson if healthy. Otherwise, I'd go to the waiver wire.
Okay, I have Elijah Moore, so it's good.
Oh, Elijah Moore would be a good play too.
Okay, thank you.
Appreciate the question. Let's get another guest up here. Sky Van Fossen has been waiting patiently. Let's get Sky up here. Sky, what's good?
Would you rather have Jay Mixon or Devon Achane this week?
Achane. Achane would be the play for me.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, next guest to come on is going to be Nicholas. Nicholas Corona. Let's see what Nicholas has to talk about. Nicholas, what's good?
Hi. What do you think? Do I start Ayuk or Nico Collins?
Brandon Ayuk. Nico Collins does not have a good matchup. Brandon Ayuk does. Brandon Ayuk would be the player I start.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for watching the show. Make sure you guys are DMing us on Instagram if you want every bet I make every day. That's Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. DM us if you want every bet we make every day. Let's get back to answering some questions. Jansen, let's get you up here. Jansen, what's good?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Would you go Taysom or Kincaid, and then Dallas defense or Texans defense?
Taysom or Kincaid's a tricky one. I think I lean slightly towards Taysom Hill, but I don't feel great about that. It's one of those where the floor might be slightly lower for Taysom Hill, but the ceiling is higher. I'm going to go Taysom Hill just barely on that one. And what was the other matchup?
Dallas defense or Texans defense?
Texans.
Gotcha.
Have you seen the New York Jets play football these days?
That's true.
You got to go with the Texans.
And then last one before you leave.
Sure.
There's if Warren, because I see Najee's questionable. If Warren's a go, would you start him over Pollard or no?
Probably not. I don't like either one, but I feel like Pollard might have a greater chance of finding the end zone. But honestly, I don't feel good about either one, so either one could be a tricky one based on their matchup.
Yeah, because I have Zach Moss and Diggs in my flex, so Pollard's kind of my RB1 right now.
Yeah, I totally understand. Kind of have to hold your nose and just get through it.
Yep. All right. Thank you.
Appreciate the question. Let's get another guest up here. Let's get Luke up here. Luke, what's good?
Oh, what's up? Do you think I should go to the waiver wire? Because I think I joined a little bit earlier, and I didn't have like a lot of running backs, but it's kind of like Tajay Spears, Zeke Elliott, and guys like that.
I mean, I forget who you brought up earlier as your running backs, but you certainly could pick up Tajay Spears as an insurance play. Oh, we got some echo. I'm gonna cut you because the echo. Oh, okay. If you guys want to ask your fantasy questions, feel free to come up and do so. Evan K9, I don't like him as a play, even if healthy. I don't like it. Dex. Man, if you had to, I'd probably go Collins just because I don't know Watson's status. DZZY. What's good?
Hello. So, you think I should trade away Amon-Ra St. Brown, Tony Pollard, and Trey McBride for Tyreek Hill? I have Diggs.
No. No, you're giving up too much value. So I like what you're trying to do in getting Hill, but actually you're giving up too many points.
Yeah, okay. I just didn't know because I had Laporta starting, so I didn't really have much value for McBride, but thank you.
Ah, now I understand. Okay, that makes me feel a little bit differently. You said Amon-Ra, St. Brown, McBride, and who?
Pollard. But he's also on my bench as well.
I don't hate it now. I don't hate it. Now understand, McBride's going to play well. Amon-Ra St. Brown's going to play well. Pollard could play well. So you're giving up a lot of value. But actually, what you're telling me is you're really just upgrading from Amon-Ra St. Brown to Tyreek Hill, correct?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Know you're giving up too much value. Know that people are going to probably say you got taken advantage of. But the truth of the matter is, you know the quality of team you have. I don't hate it.
I still have Kamara, A-Chain, and Kamara on the running back, so I don't think I really need Pollard.
It's nice to always have that insurance policy because you never know when someone gets hurt. But I understand.
Yeah, so I just have him and Diggs. Do you think I should accept that?
Again, I would see if you can get a throw in, like literally just an insurance player, like a backup running back in case someone got hurt. Like, do they have Devin Singletary? Do they have that kind of like, just to see if you could get someone who like, hey, if my running backs got hurt, I wouldn't have to go to the waiver wire.
All right, thank you.
Appreciate you joining the show, man. Good luck.
Thank you.
Appreciate you guys being with us. Hope you guys are enjoying the show across TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. I know this is a bit of a different one, but great having the guests join the show. P. Asha, I'd go Friarmouth. P. Asha, I'd go Friarmouth. EMN, I'd go Texans. EMN, I'd go Texans. Katsu, is Pacheco, Laporta, and Myers for Keenan Allen, James Cook, and Kincaid a good trade? I don't think so, actually. I like the Keenan Allen part, but that's the only part of it I like. Mason, I'd go Sutton and Ayuk. Mason, I'd go Sutton. Oh, one RB and one flex. Too bad. Mason, I'd go Montgomery and Sutton. Montgomery and Sutton, I think. It's close. User, you can start Minshew, user 51. User 51, you can start Minshew. Jacob, Flowers or Hopkins? Jacob, I'd go Flowers. Dex, I'd go Tua over Stroud. Dex, Tua over Stroud. Katsu, after that, I'm going to give this guy CJ Stroud and Cook for Pollard. Still no? It's okay. Poop, I'd go Keenan Allen and Sutton. Poop, I'd go Keenan Allen and Sutton. Matt MC, I'm going to lean slightly towards Warren. Matt MC, I'll lean towards Warren. Colston, with Nico Collins matchup, would you go Devontae over Nico? Yes, I would. Colston, yes, I would. Finn, I'd go Williams. Finn, I'd go Williams. Trace Dickinson, start two. Debo and Sutton. Trace Dixon, I'd go Debo and Sutton. Holden, most trustworthy, didn't see. Ranger, we got to 20K. I guess that means we owe you guys some picks. I think that's what Ranger's trying to say. Appreciate you guys supporting the show, hitting that like button. We've got to give out some picks to say thank you to all you guys. Ranger, thanks for letting us know. Let's give out 2 NHL picks. 2 NHL picks for you guys. I'm taking the Penguins to cover. Penguins plus 1.5. I will also take the Golden Knights on the money line. That's Penguins plus 1.5 and the Golden Knights on the money line. Next 2 picks that we just gave out for free. Again, if you want every bet I make every day, regardless of the sport, NFL, NBA, NHL, college basketball, college football, doesn't matter the sport, the type of bet, parlay, individual game pick, total play, player prop bet, DM me on Instagram. To get every bet that I make, DM me on Instagram. They're free. You can follow them, you can fade them, that's up to you. But every bet I make every day is based on data, research, analytics, trends, trying to find the best bets across all of the sports world. If you want every bet I make every single day, DM me on Instagram. You'll get them all for free. All you have to do is DM Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. Jacob, I'd go Deontay Johnson. Jacob Crowell, I'd go Deontay Johnson. Raymond, Green Bay or Texans? I'd go Texans. Raymond, I'd go Texans, Amari Cooper, and I'd go Bijan and Ford. So that's Texans, Cooper, Bijan, and Ford. A, defense for the rest of the year. I'd probably go the Texans. I'd go Texans. Texans probably ahead of Steelers. Appreciate you guys being with us. Hope you guys are enjoying the show. Will, must win. Who do I start at running back? I'd go Kareem Hunt. Will, I'd go Kareem Hunt. R. Robbie Robertson, I'd go Justin Fields. R. Robbie Robertson, I'd go Justin Fields, and I'd go Goddard. Fields and Goddard. Stephen McCabe, I'd go Ferguson. Stephen McCabe, I'd go Ferguson. Ryan, my QB bye week. I'm going to lean towards Minshew. Ryan, I'd go Minshew. The great 1-1-1-1-1, I'd go Jefferson. The great 1-1-1-1-1, I'd go Jefferson. Bounce it Betty, I'd go Hurts. Bounce it Betty, I'd go Hurts. Jorge, I'm not really focused on that right now. I'm not going to focus on that. We're going to stick to the fantasy questions for the moment. Mrs. Lady, I'd go Goff. Mrs. Lady, I'd go Goff. Nate, I'm going to say Warren. Nate, I'll say Warren. Jason, I'd go Zach Moss. Jason, I'd go Zach Moss. Bounce it Betty, I'll say Mitchell. Bounce it Betty, I'll say Mitchell barely. I'm still kicking it. Start 3, I'd go Downs, Hubbard, and I'll go Watson. Downs, Hubbard, and Watson. Are you trusting Herbert rest of season? Enough, yes. Jacob Lantis, should I drop Higgins for a waiver wire pickup? No, I actually think you could play him this week. Adam Katzman, I'd go Brandon Cooks. Adam Katzman, I'd go Cooks. Bounce it Betty, I'd go Henry. Bounce it Betty, I'd go Henry. Ben, I'd go Colts defense. Ben, I think I'd go Colts defense. User 511, I'd go Steelers. User 511, I'd go with the Steelers. Joe, I'd go Singletary. Joe, I'd go Singletary. Stephen McCabe, Texans, Steelers, Buccaneers, Browns. I mean, some of the best defenses. Zach Rhodes, I'd go Barkley, Achan, and Moss. Zach Rhodes, I'd go Barkley, Achan, and Moss. DZZY, I'd go Achan, Kamara, and Saquon. Achan, Kamara, and Saquon. Jorge, best defense out of that group. I'd probably go with the Lions defense. Jorge, I'd go Lions. Jack, I'd go Metcalf. Jack Stevenson, I'd go Metcalf over Collins and Olave. Dot, I'd go start 3, Taysom Hill, Michael Pittman Jr., and Sutton. Hill, Pittman, Sutton. R. Robbie Robertson, I'd go Texans. R. Robbie Robertson, I'd go Texans. Holden, Moss is trustworthy. Yep, I do like Moss this week. Appreciate all you guys joining us. Hope you guys love the content in the show. We are live every single day. Every weekday at 5 p.m. Eastern. Every weekend at 10 a.m. Eastern. Make sure you guys hit that follow button. Make sure you're subscribing across all of our platforms. TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, Kick. Make sure you're a follower. Make sure you're a subscriber. Make sure you're a part of this amazing community of sports fans. Jimmy, I'd go Browns defense. Jimmy, I'd go Browns defense. Ram Bam 12, I'd go OBJ. Ram Bam 12, I'd go OBJ. Boss, I'd go Gibbs and Swift. Boss, I'd go Gibbs and Swift. Jorge, we got to that one. Alex, pick 2, I'd go Ayuk and Adams. Alex, I'd go Ayuk, Adams, and Dak. Ayuk, Adams, and Dak, Alex. Brandon Cooks or Garrett Wilson. I'd go Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks over Garrett Wilson. Brandon Jones, I'd go Taysom Hill. Brandon Jones, I'd go Taysom Hill. Alex V, I'd go Eckler. Alex V, I'd go Eckler just barely. Appreciate you guys being with us. Hope you guys love the content, love the show that we do every day. If you want my picks every day, make sure you DM me on Instagram. Again, DM Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram if you want every bet that I make every day. Regardless of the sport, regardless of the type of bet, I give away my picks for free. Why? Because Butt Fumble Sports is team cashing tickets. We want you guys to win money. We want you to win your fantasy matchups. We don't give out 4 picks a day, 2 picks a day, 5 picks a day. We give out a ton of picks every day. Make sure you DM me. Follow every bet I make every single day. You get them for free. Jordan, what's good? Thank you so much, Jordan. Appreciate you. MPO 13, I'd go Deontay Johnson. MPO 13, I'd go Deontay Johnson. Zeta Vino, I'd go Moss and Texans. Zeta Vino, I'd go Moss and Texans. Thanks so much for the support. Kenneth, I'd go Mostert and more. Kenneth, I'd go Mostert and more. Jordan, thank you so much, man. Appreciate you so much. What did we deserve to do? What did we do to deserve that love, Jordan? Did we do something right? Did we give you a good pick? I hope we did something to deserve that. Aviush, I'd go Eckler and Mostert. Aviush, I'd go Eckler and Mostert. Thanks so much for the question. David, I'd go Ford and Henry. David, I'd go Ford and Henry. Tony B, I'd go Texans defense. Tony B, I'd go Texans defense. Jetton, I'd go Achan and Montgomery. Jetton, I'd go Achan and Montgomery. Zeta Vino, thank you. Yeah, the little dance. You had to dance along with the little animals on the screen. Jordan Johnson, always giving me good picks, man. Just like to show the support. The best sports on TikTok. Jordan, you're the man. Thank you so much, Jordan, to say thank you. Let's make you a moderator, man. Jordan, you're a moderator. Anytime you want to come on the show, feel free to do so. There you go, Jordan. Welcome to moderator status. The great 11111, I'd go Justin Herbert. The great one, I'd go Justin Herbert. Matthew M, I'd go Mostert. Matthew M, I'd go Mostert. Juan, I'd go Mostert, Achan, and White. Juan Piedra, I'd go Mostert, Achan, and White. Ed Monaco, I'd go Olave. Ed Monaco, I'd go Olave. Monkey, I'd go Likely. Monkey, I'd go Likely. Thanks, Zeta. Truth Seeker, I'd go Texans defense. Truth Seeker, I'd go Texans. Drake McDonald, I do like Jefferson this week. GSEP 88, I'd go Brandon Cooks and Drake London. GSEP 88, I'd go Cooks and London. Mark Gonzalez, MMA, I'd go Sutton and I'd go Pierce. Sutton and Pierce. Damian Pierce got the RB1 opportunities last week. That's why I lean in that direction. Xander, I like the Shea play. Xander, I like the Shea play. Boss, I'd go DJ Moore. Boss, I'd go DJ Moore. Bounce it, Betty, I'd go Steelers. Bounce it, Betty, I'd go Steelers defense. David, I'd go Butker. I'd go Butker. Keegan Shoemaker, I'd go Elijah Moore. Keegan Shoemaker, I'd go Elijah Moore. Kobe Lee, I'd go Warren. Kobe Lee, I'll go Warren. Tulls, I like the under on the Shea play. Tom, think the Cavs win tonight? Guess what, guys? That's another pick we're putting up on our big board. Cavaliers on the money line, guys. Another pick that we're giving out tonight is Cavaliers on the money line. Mark Gonzalez, thanks so much. Thanks so much for another one of those Mr. Oranges. We have another pick to give out, everybody. Another pick to give out. Thank you so much. We're one away from our live goal. Thank you so much for getting us closer. Let's give out another pick for tonight's action. I'm taking the Raptors on the money line, guys. Raptors on the money line. We just gave out for Tom. We gave out Cavaliers on the money line. I just gave out Raptors on the money line to say thank you for the Mr. Orange. Let's give out a player prop bet as well. How about that? Let's give out another player prop bet. I am going to take Isaiah Stewart over half a block. Isaiah Stewart over half a block is the next pick that I'm giving out to say thank you for the Mr. Orange. Thanks so much for helping us out with our gifts. So, a couple more picks up on our big board for all those that are watching. Moby, I'd go Sutton. Moby, I'd go Sutton. Justin, I'd go DK. Justin, I'd go DK just barely. Dex, I'd go Jefferson and I'd go Olave. Dex, I'd go Jefferson and Olave. Hebe, I'd go Rice. Hebe, I'd go Rice. Hebe, I'd go Rice. Necro, I'd go Judy. Necro, I'd go Judy. Concerned Citizen, I'd go D-Hop. Concerned Citizen, I think I'd go... No, I'll go Cooper Cup. I'll go Cooper Cup on that. Carter, I'd go Gus. Carter, I'd go Gus. Lethal Jake, heading to the casino now. Make sure you check out all my picks on the SHARPZ app. Make sure you're picking up every bet that I put down, Lethal Jake. Make sure you're following our bets. I'm him, I'd go Rashee Rice. I'm him, I'd go Rashee Rice. MJ Bizzle, I'd go Metcalf. MJ Bizzle, I'd go Metcalf. Izzy, I'd go Moss and Pollard. Izzy, I'd go Moss and Pollard. Zeta Vino, I'd go Minshew. Zeta Vino, I'd go Minshew barely over Dobbs. Wyatt, I'd go DK Metcalf. Wyatt, I'd go DK Metcalf. Enzo Boy 74, I'd go Moss. Enzo Boy 74, I'd go Moss. If you haven't done so, hit that follow button, everybody. Make sure you're following Butt Fumble Sports. We are live every single day across TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. If you have not done so already, hit that follow button. Hit that subscribe button. Make sure you never miss a show, never miss our content, never miss our videos. Hit that follow button, everybody. Make sure you're a member of this great community. Boss, I'd go Everett and Sanders. Boss, I'd go Everett and Sanders. Lucas Quack, pick 2 wide receivers, 2 running backs, and 1 flex. Okay, I'd go Kamara, Montgomery is the 2 running backs. Lucas Quack, Kamara, and Montgomery. The 2 wide receivers would be Moore and Evans. And at the flex, I'd probably go Collins. I'd probably sit ETN this week. Don't like the matchup at all. Landon, pick 2 running backs and a flex. I'd go Montgomery, Moss, and I'd go Keenan Allen. Montgomery, Moss, and Keenan Allen. Derek, I'd go Laporta. I think I'd go Laporta. It's close, though. Kobe Lee, I'd go Chuba Hubbard. Kobe Lee, I'd go Chuba Hubbard. Azan, I'd go DJ Moore and Smith. Azan, I'd go DJ Moore and Smith. Kyle Benton, I'd go Adams and Pittman. Kyle Benton, I'd go Adams and Pittman. If you guys want every bet I make every day, make sure you guys DM me on Instagram, Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram, to get every bet that I make every single day, regardless of the sport, regardless of the type of bet. We give you a referral code and a link, and that way you get every bet that I make every single day. Hope you guys are hitting me up on Instagram so you can tail every bet I put out today. Andre TMC, do I start Geno? I'd go the waiver wire. I think I like Minshew more. R. Robbie Robertson, I'd go Higgins. R. Robbie Robertson, I'd go Higgins. Appreciate you guys being with us. I am going to sign off in about a minute. We have been live for an hour and a half right now, answering fantasy questions, so coming to the end of our show. Anti-kills, I'd go Rashad White. Anti-kills, I'd go Rashad White. Cade, JSN in the flex. I like it, Cade. Rodrigo, I'd go Cooper Cup. Rodrigo, I'd go Cooper Cup. Eric Harrison, I'd go Mostert. Eric Harrison, I'd go Mostert. Herbies, I'd go Dak. Herbies, I'd go Dak. Boo, I'd go Goff. Thanks so much, Randy Stacy. Thanks so much for the cap. Really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for helping me get closer to my live goal, helping me with the show, or throughout the show, supporting us. I loved having the guests come on. A lot of fun listening to you guys ask your questions. R. Robbie Robertson, I'd go Texans. R. Robbie Robertson, I'd go Texans. Ronald, I'd go Eckler and Achan. Ronald, I'd go Eckler and Achan. Monkey, I'd go Jefferson, Allen, and Rice. Monkey, I'd go Jefferson, Allen, and Rice. Luis, thoughts on Packers defense? Not terrible. Not a terrible play. User 95, I'd probably go Rice. User 95, I'd go Rice. Kobe Lee, I'd go Purdy. Kobe Lee, I'd go Purdy. Randy Stacy, thanks for what you do, man. Love the show. Randy Stacy, I am so grateful that you love the content. To all of those that watch, whether today was your first time or whether you're a regular Butt Fumble viewer, we are so, so grateful to have you guys watching us every single day. We are live every day on TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. Make sure you hit that follow button. No matter the platform, make sure you follow us on TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. Don't just follow us on one channel. Follow us across all of our channels. That way you never miss when we go live. You never miss our videos. You never miss anything we do here at Butt Fumble Sports. So make sure you guys hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button today. Again, if you guys want every bet that I make every single day, make sure you DM me on Instagram. Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. We give away our picks for free every single day. So make sure you guys DM me on Instagram. Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. DM me to get every bet I make every day. And if you're curious about how I come up with my picks, we use a research tool called Outlier. Outlier is the absolute best data sports betting research tool I have ever come across. I've worked at ESPN. I've worked at CBS. I've worked at Fox Sports. I've been a producer for Jim Rome. In all of my time in sports media, I have never used a research tool that is as effective at finding good bets, good analytics, good trends as Outlier. Think of it like the Bloomberg terminal for stock trading. There is nothing I recommend more. If you guys want a free 7-day trial for Outlier, DM me on Instagram. There is no way you will come away from a free 7-day trial not wanting to keep it. It is just too good at helping you find good bets and sorting through all the sports data that is available every single day. So make sure you guys hit us up. Make sure you guys are following us, and make sure you DM us for our bets, and of course for a free 7-day trial to Outlier. I hope you guys loved the show today. I had a lot of fun talking to you guys. For all those that watched the show, for all those that came on to ask questions, no matter the platform, TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, and Kick, we are so grateful that you guys make us a part of your day every single day. I hope you guys follow. I hope you subscribe. And I hope you are with us. I will do a subscriber-only show later tonight. So if you guys want to join us again, make sure you subscribe on TikTok. Again, make sure you subscribe on TikTok. We will be live later tonight for a subscriber-only show on TikTok. And I will be live tomorrow, Thursday Night Football. I don't care if it's a dog. I don't care if it's a Butte. We have Thursday Night Football in a little bit over 24 hours from now, and we will have our pregame show at 5 p.m. Eastern, everybody. 5 p.m. Eastern time on Thursday for our Thursday Night Football pregame show, answering fantasy questions, sports betting questions, obviously giving out picks. Hope you guys join us then. 5 p.m. Eastern, everybody. 5 p.m. Eastern. And if you guys want any more of my bets, Ranger, I like where you're at. Ranger, I really like where you're at. Ranger, I really like where you're at. Make sure you guys DM me on Instagram for all of my bets, all of my research, everything. DM me on Instagram, everybody. Hope you guys have a wonderful night. Stay healthy, stay safe, and I will either see you tonight on TikTok for our subscriber-only show, or I will see you tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern on TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, and Kick for another Butt Fumble Sports Daily Show. Cannot wait to see you guys then. Until then, have a great one, everybody. Goodbye.